Hey there, good morning, fellow patriots. This is your host, Mr. Nick, with Good Morning USA. How's it going, everyone? So, shall we begin with we'll go with the top news of the day here. We got one here for you, right at the top. Alert UN makes its move, issues concrete measures order to U.S. authorities. And give me one moment here while she loads. It's awfully dark up here. You'll have to excuse the lighting. Daylight's not very... It's pretty dark and it's acting like it wants to rain here. But there's apparently no rain on the radar for us. It's just very cloudy. And the lights aren't working extremely well either. So anyway, a United Nations committee responsible for combating racism globally issued an early warning for the United States, citing a growth in alarming racism trends. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's that much racism. I see blacks all the time. Blacks treat me just the same as I'd treat them. Fairly decent. So there's nothing there. There's just nothing there. I don't think there's anything there. Or at least there's very little there. I think people are trying to spread false rumors. So let's get on with it. Anastasia Crickery, chairwoman of UN Committee on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination's CERO, issued a statement Tuesday in response to the violence that erupted in Charlottesville, Virginia, August 12th, during a white nationalist rally. It wasn't a white nationalist rally, was it? Wasn't that a rally kind of more for President Trump? I'm pretty sure it was kind of more geared around President Trump, and I'm not certain where these libertards. I'm not certain where these libertards are going with this. It's absurd to think. And who the hell elected the UN to say anything about the United States laws? Who the hell elected them to say anything or give dire warnings to anyone? Nobody. Nobody elected the UN. UN, you can go float in the ocean. And I have absolutely no freaking use for the UN. They are a globalized, centralized, idiotic, bureaucratic, craphead organization that does not need to exist. Unlike the NATO alliance with the other militaries. Unlike that, I'm a little unsure. I've got to do some more research on the NATO alliances and see where I'm at with that. Okay, so anyway, they're alarmed by the racist demonstrations with overtly racist slogans, chants, and salutes by white nationalists, neo-Nazis in the Ku Klux Klan, promoting white supremacy and inciting racial discrimination and hatred, Crickery said. Yeah, I think she's full of shit. According to Stockboard Asset, the early warning from the UN is rare and has been issued in the past prior to civil conflicts. The warning has only been issued a few times in the past 10 years where it came for places like Burundi, Iraq, Ivory Coast, Kyrgyzstan, and Nigeria. In a decision issued under its early warning and urgent action procedure, the committee, which monitors implementation of the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination, stated there should be no place in the world for racist white supremacist ideas or any similar ideologies that reject the core human rights principles of human dignity and equality, Crickery said. a couple things wrong with their statement, I think. While there may be some people who want just white supremacy, who that's all they want, um, their statement is it's I should say their ideals are highly unsuccessful. Um, who the hell elected? They're not. What are they? Are thinkers now? Man, Good morning, USA. These people are ridiculous. Now the UN wants to be our brains for us, apparently. Us American people can't think for ourselves, yet we done elected a guy who was not a politician to office, and we were successful. Go figure. Go, Mr. President Trump. Go, Mr. President Trump. Anyway, and I don't mean go, I mean jump right in and drain that freaking swamp there, Mr. President Trump. Drain that freaking swamp. Alrighty. Oh, she continued, in addition to the criminal investigation of the individual who plowed his car into a crowd of peaceful protesters. No, they weren't peaceful protesters. Most of the protesters that were hit, they were blocking the road, they were agitators, they were provocateurs, they were terrorizing people in the streets. They were not protesters, they were vandals. Yes, they were vandals. Alright, they were thugs. Anybody in the street protesting is not a protester. When you protest correctly, you protest on the side of the street or on the sidewalk, and you do it peacefully with the sign. The guy did not plow over peaceful protesters. He plowed over a couple idiotic terrorist group members. And as far as the lady goes, I mean, it's sad, and you should never have to use your car as a weapon if that was the case. But I mean, there is a video kind of conflicting that report. So until I hear more, I've got to stay somewhat neutral here, because I just don't see where he intentionally tried to plow over somebody. If I was driving a car like that and I had 20 plus, maybe 2,000 people coming at me with baseball bats and that in the car, a car's not a total weapon. If people are coming out with your bats and you're going slow enough, you could be just as much a target as anybody out there walking in the streets. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're in the road, you kind of deserve to get hit. In other words, if you're in the road doing stupid shit, one thing if you're in the road trying to cross the street, it's another thing if you're in the road just trying to do stupid shit like hit cars with baseball bats. You kind of deserve what's coming to you. Just don't stand in the street. And I feel bad for the woman who got hit. I feel compassion for her and her family. Now, with that said, I think there should be a full and complete investigation into what actually happened, because I don't think it was totally the driver. So let's expose this idiotic garbage from the loony left there. Yep, the left-looking media and the left-looking politicians. They got their head up source's butt. So anyway, and you're watching Good Morning USA. Your host, Mr. Nick here. The early warning from the UN is not only rare, but it echoes talking points from Democrats. Yeah, see, there you go. Talking points from Democrats that President Donald Trump has not adequately disavowed white nationalists and neo-Nazis. Trump has been criticized in the mainstream media for not sufficiently condemning white nationalists and racists, even though he has issued a slew of statements since the tragic event, starting with the day they took place. Trump also denounced hate groups August 14th during an announcement from the White House specifically calling out the hate groups. You know, in other words, you liberal lunatics want President Trump to be absolutely perfect, and you're nowhere near absolutely perfect, you freaking lying Democrats. Go get off your high horse and go get something done, obstructionist leftist. Go get something done. Get those bills passed. Get those bills voted on. Up or down. Right now, Democrats. And you rhinos. You people who are pretending to be Republicans. Get your butt off your head out of your butts and get to work. And we'll get you one more story here, I think, tonight, or this morning. Why did I say tonight? I don't know. Alright. Well, this one ought to be good for you. This isn't politics, and both these articles are coming from you courtesy of the Conservative Tribune today. U.S. town experiences massive change after border fence goes up. This is by Kimberly J. Smith on August 23rd, 2017. And just love the way these ads all pop up on free websites. President Donald Trump's promise to build a border wall has earned him a lot of backlash from the left. But as the liberals continue to moan and complain about the cost of the wall, the endangered or threatened species living along the border, and other gripes, new data from one U.S. town revealed a truth that will make critics' heads spin. In fact, they are so successful that illegal crossings dropped 94%, 94%, guys, according to testimony from the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, the Washington Examiner reported. In addition, the Daily Caller reported that a Department of Homeland Security official said the town has seen an 82% reduction in illegal crossings over 2007 after the passage of the Secure Fence Act of 2006. Better border infrastructure can guarantee fewer border crossings for a generation, as official told the Daily Caller. The Daily Caller also reported that an official also said 126,472 individuals were arrested while attempting to enter the country illegally between January and July, a 46% decrease from 2016, adding that apprehension of unaccompanied illegal immigrant minors has fallen 54%. Additionally, immigration and customs enforcement agents have arrested some 91,000 people between January and August, which is an increase of more than 43% since 2016. And these numbers indicate that Trump has the right idea and that his efforts to reduce illegal immigration are not working. Just kidding, they're working. They're working. However, because liberals hate anything President Trump does, they are doing everything they can to distract, not just only to distract, but to obstruct the public from noticing, obstruct President Trump from getting his work done. Now, I added that last part. And they won't stop anytime soon. You certainly won't see the mainstream media, the lamestream or the flakestream media. You certainly won't see them reporting these statistics, which is exactly why we need to spread the word that a wall along our southern border is doing good things, despite what the left says. Share the story on Facebook and Twitter and spread the word how a border wall does exactly what we would expect it to do. Keep those crossings Keep those crossing illegally out. What do you think about the effectiveness of the border fence? Scroll down the comment below. Share, tweet. And my friends, both those articles are courtesy of the Conservative Tribune today. So don't forget to leave me comments. Leave me any suggestions you got. Tell me how I'm doing. And again, I apologize for the lighting. It's very dark outside. Well, I can't say it's very dark, but it's very cloudy. So the light from the daylight's not coming in very good. My windows are both on one side of the room too. So the windows I have in here are both on one side of the room. And then I just have my lighting, so which is not extremely good lighting at that. So this will be a shorter version of your hopefully soon to be favorite program, Good Morning USA. How y'all doing? So anyway, again, as I stated in a couple previous videos, I will be on vacation, so you might get me a couple, maybe 2 or maybe 3 times a week while I'm out there. Internet connection may be choppy at times, so I might not be able to get on every day. But when I get back to Michigan, look for me at least 4 times a week, I think. That is a very good possibility. That depends on how many new subscribers I can get. That depends on how many of you are active on the channel here. So, as long as I have an active audience, I will be putting out as much video content as I can. And keep in mind, I am one guy and one guy only, doing this to help spread the truth. So, shall we get on with some weather current conditions here? And by the way, for those in Texas, we should probably pray for all those people in Texas. We should pray for all those people in Texas. My God, that looks like a massive hurricane. Woo! You can check out BP Earthwatch, and also Right Side Broadcasting, RSBN, had pretty good coverage on the, oh, what's his name now? Hurricane. No, I can't think of his name now. The hurricane, or its name. Anyway, it looks like it's shooting to barrel right for Texas there. Keep them in your prayers. I think they're going to need it. And for any of those of you that are working for, with the federal government for disaster relief, thank you. And you'd be a blessing to many of those people who could be suffering with that. And well, may God help them and bless them. That looks like a terrible thing to be going through. Anyway, current weather conditions for Traverse City, Michigan, if you live in that area, are 44 degrees. Feels like 44. High is 69. Probably be about the high is 70. Low 43. Again, brr. Nighttime lows are getting cold. Current closest lightning strike is 577 miles from Traverse City, Michigan. And I'm going to jump right into this other. I'm going to just read the basic here. Sherwood, Maryland, Eastern Maryland, that area, Eastern Shore of Maryland. Your current temp is 70 degrees, feels like 70, high is 76, low is 64. Current closest lightning strike is 308 miles away. And well, your winds are at 2 miles an hour north, 2 miles an hour, so not too bad. Looks like you have a pretty sunny day out there so far there on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. Okay, Naples, Florida. Your current temp is 77, high of 83, low of 75. Thunderstorms apparently are almost currently in the area. If you live in Naples, Florida, please stay watchful. And closest lightning strike to Naples, Florida is 19 miles away. Prepare to find shelter if you live in Naples, Florida. Yeah, that's what they say. And this is coming courtesy of Weatherbug International Weatherbug out of Germantown, Maryland. Courtesy of their app. I hope they don't mind a plug. And their winds in Naples, Florida are currently north at 16 miles an hour. They have 3 alerts apparently. So they have a flash flood watch. They have an aerial flood watch, 2 aerial flood watches, I guess, and a thunderstorm notification, high thunderstorm probability for the next 3 hours. Which is just more of a advisory from Weatherbug, just letting those people know those areas impacted by thunderstorms that they could see a thunderstorm anytime in the next 3 hours. Okay, if you live in the Claxton, Georgia area, Your current temp is 77, feels like 77, high at 90, low at 74. Current wind is north at 4 miles an hour. Closest strike, lightning strike, is in the last 30 minutes. It's 319 miles away. And no alerts for you guys. And let's see, let's do Myrtle Beach, South Carolina today. How's that sound? Current temp is 74 in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Feels like 74, high 83, low 73. Wind north at 5 miles an hour. Current close lightning strike is 129 miles away from you. No rain on the radar. No alerts for you guys in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Alright, my friends. How about we hit northeastern Illinois? This will be a shorter version of our Good Morning USA. As I got up a little too late, I am having trouble sleeping. Actually, I'm having trouble getting up, I guess I would have to say. Anyway, so, wow. Northeastern Illinois, your current temp is only 56 degrees. Feels like 56. High 66, low 59. That's kind of cold out there. Bundle up, eh? Wind is north at 7 miles an hour. Current close lightning strike is 765 miles away. Wow. And I thought it was cold in that first one I read. Holy cow. Well, it is. It's actually 44 degrees right now. However, we're going to be at about almost 70 degrees here soon. So at any rate, please don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me how you like the show. Leave me any suggestions. Anything you can think of that would help me. Slap that like button. Share. And, you know, hopefully we get more people. Get a more active audience. I know there's a handful of you trying to be, along with your work and whatever, your schedules. I certainly appreciate my current subscribers. C. Beagle, Deplorable Rob, Carrie Love, Edward Black, and man, I cannot think. Oh, there's a couple ladies, ladies who have contributed. And boy, I wish I could think of their names. They're not coming to me right off. But anyway, I thank you two as well for all your contributions. Hope to see you again, you ladies, and the rest of you who have continued contributing. I certainly appreciate it. Adder Black, I hope everything's going okay with you. I know you had some things going on. And C. Beagle, Deplorable Rob, thank you for your all your blessings and your encouragement, as well as thank you for supporting President Donald J. Trump. And Carrie Love, thank you for being the newest subscriber. I believe you're the newest one. I haven't heard if there's other ones newer than you yet. I haven't seen it, and I'm not sure there's a way to tell. But you're one of the newest ones, so thank you again for signing up and subscribing. And I will try to bring you another episode. Well, today is Friday, so let's say Monday we'll bring out another episode of Good Morning USA. And please, again, help me defeat, help me bring down to size the MSM's morning news programs, Good Morning America and Today's Show. And those ones that they just can't seem to really get a good truth out there, and they gotta get a good lie out there instead. It's rather disgusting. I've pretty much had it. I currently have my TV on, which is only on low, but it's on a paid program because I refuse to watch national news on TV. And that's all I have. I have antenna TV or a media box. I have to plug the media box in to watch any other kind of shows from YouTube. Anyway, guys, this has been Good Morning USA, and please look for me this Monday morning. Next week, I should be able to do a few, get some good videos out to you on a more regular schedule. But again, keep in mind the whole month of September, I will be gone. I will be in some rather remote areas, and The internet connection may be choppy at times, so I may or may not be able to get on every day, but I will try to get on as much as I can. My data on my phone may not work at all, so just bear with me for this month of September. And then if you don't see me in the month of September, come back in October and we'll get this, if you like it. But I gotta hear some more from you guys and let me know, see what you guys are thinking. Please add anything you can. If you get a suggestion for me, throw it my way. Yeah, all that helps. The comments help. And again, American Patriots, I thank you for supporting our president. Stand up for him. Stand behind him. Stand with him in the gap. He is our president, and he is trying to do what he said he would do. He is trying to drain the swamp. He has got no help from even the rhinos in Congress. Doggone it, if those Republicans cannot start getting some of his agenda passed, let's vote him out. And, maybe we should start talking impeachment of all Democrats, all people obstructing the President of the United States. This is absurd. The Democrats and a lot of the Republicans are obstructing President Trump. This is absurd and it's wrong. You guys in Congress and Senate should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Get with it. And let's get some of this legislation passed that President Trump wants you to pass. Some of it may not make sense, but some of it does. And I don't care if anyone wants to disagree, in the comments with me. I don't care if you have a different opinion of President Trump. Feel free to comment, as long as it's a positively constructive comment. It can be if you happen to disagree with his policies, that's fine. You can leave a comment and tell us. But now, however, if you're just going to leave radical comments, they may get deleted. And I mean radical comments in as far as impeaching Trump and this and that and the other. And if you're a silly troll paid by Soros, you're going to get your ass dumped off my channel, so don't even think about it. Alright, my friends, American Patriots, thank you for joining me. This is Mr. Nick, your host with Good Morning USA. You guys all have a great day, and I will see you Monday morning, okay? We'll try to get to bright and early, closer to 7 a.m., and knock down them libtard MSM networks. Alright, guys, have a great day. Mr. Nick, God bless you all. I'm out. Take care.